Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm Boyd Matson. On location in the swamps of Luongo National Park in Gabon, in West Africa. This place is teeming with wildlife. There's an abundance of species everywhere you look. A bit later in the program, we're going to come back for a closer view of the park. But first, we're headed to another ecological hotspot, the Amazon, where we're going to show you something you may never have seen before. In fact, no one may have ever seen it before.
In the verdant heart of Brazil's Amazon are some of the most pristine rainforests left on Earth. Even today, wide expanses remain largely unexplored and undocumented. Primatologist and National Geographic grantee Jean Bubly is here searching for a creature that may be completely new to science. It all started on a visit 2 years earlier when Jean spotted some capuchin monkeys that looked out of place.
It took me quite a few minutes to realize that it was a kind of wedge-capped capuchin, and they're not supposed to be found in Amazonas at all.
While they're common in Venezuela and are known to live in the far north of Brazil, these monkeys were far from where they were supposed to be, so Jean was intrigued. But before he could get a better look, they were gone. Now, he's hoping to locate the monkeys again. And if they're a new species, the discovery will help conservationists argue in favor of protecting this area while there's still a chance.
Fortunately, compared to other more pressing areas of the Amazon, we still have time here to do things properly. And that's why I think it's important to start now.
To find out where the monkeys live, Jean goes to the people who know best, the indigenous groups that live along the river.
In the whole of the Amazon, monkeys are food, right? Basically, it's no different than eating a fish or eating a tapir. In the Amazon, that's how it's been done forever, and it's still done that way.
He stops at several communities interviewing hunters. Finally, Jean gets a break. He learns of a family nearby with a pet monkey that matches the description of the new capuchin. Unfortunately, he's too late. The monkey is gone.
What the women are saying is that he was too messy, like eating the eggs and stuff, and one day she got fed up and set him free on the other side of the river and got rid of him.
The monkey may be gone, but the hunter tells Jean where to find others, just a few miles away. Jean sets out into the forest with his field assistant, Wanderley Soares, a local who has spent much of his life in forests like this one.
Field guides, they really know the land much more than you do. And even if they don't know specific places where you're exploring, they have that sensitivity to know where monkeys are more easily found.
Every few yards, they stop and listen for the sounds of monkeys in the trees. Finally, they hear something.
We're on the chase of a group of wedge-capped capuchins, the new guys. There's apparently a big group near here. Appears like they're fleeing from us.
Suddenly, the monkeys scatter, and Jean takes off after them, hoping to catch a glimpse. But it's nearly impossible to outrun a troop of monkeys in the dense forest. They get away.
They were pretty fast. I'm not sure if they're shy because somebody has been hunting them. They completely outrun us.
Soon, evening falls and they call it a day. But late in the night, Jean gets word that a hunter has arrived with an unexpected delivery.
Here we have some hunting spoils. We've got a monkey. Yeah, it looks like what we want.
It's a capuchin with the dark markings they have been searching for.
I don't feel that bad that it's not going to be his dinner. At least one is going to be used for science, for the conservation of those animals in this area, which is not preserved at all.
Back at camp, Jean takes some measurements and collects tissue samples for genetic analysis. Then he preserves the entire carcass in alcohol so it can be analyzed back at the lab. But the mission is only halfway complete. Jean still needs to observe the monkey in the wild. So the next day, they head to an abandoned airstrip. Capuchins like to gather at clearings, like this one. If there are any monkeys in the area, this will be the perfect place to spot them. After hours of stalking the edges of the runway, they hear a rustle in the trees. And soon, a single monkey emerges from the canopy. It's the wedge-capped capuchin. For the first time ever, it's captured on video.
And now we've got all the evidence we need. We've got the animal preserved in alcohol, tissue samples removed to do genetic studies to find a relationship with the other closely related species, and we got it on tape. So this is it. We're gonna now, make a case for a new taxon, a new species.
Jean and the team pack up the boat for the long trip home. There's still much work to do back at the lab to determine whether or not this is indeed a new species of primate. But for now, this one uncharted corner of the Amazon is a little better known. And hopefully, that means that someday soon, it will be better protected. We head now from Brazil to the eastern coast of Africa, where conservation